Hello, today we are solving Jan 2023 Unit 2 question number 6. Okay, part B of the question. Part A of the question was calculate the ratios for Morphou Bay Holiday Apartments PLC. Now for the part B, it said that at a recently held annual general meeting, a shareholder made the following comment: if we can increase the return on capital employed ratio, we'll be able to attract more shareholders. Evaluate the statement made by the shareholder. Now ROCE is one of the important ratios. We have many other ratios also, but ROCE, for the statement you will say yes, ROCE is an important ratio for investors, okay, and for the shareholders. So the ratio will show the return before the interest and tax on every pound which was invested in the business. Higher the ROCE, the better the returns for every pound invested for the company. So this is going to make the company look more attractive for the investors. Investment funds etc. they will study the ratios before investing in a company, and they would like to see high ROCE as possible. Okay, this is, you can say it is important, but you will say make statement against the statement R. There are other ratios as well which we can attract the potential investors, like EPS. But we can see the EPS for this company was around 6.1 pence, which is very low, and it is positive, low positive, which is not attractive. Then price per earnings ratio is 29.51 times, which indicates it's a risky and it is in a high growth path, which means they are already investing. Okay, and dividend yield is also very low, seems to be only 4.5 pence per share. So these ratios are also important, and you need to improve these also to attract the shareholders. So you will say ROCE is very important because it can, what are the things you will write, because it's the why is ROCE important, you will say for the for statement, because it shows for every pound invested in the company what is the return you are going to get as a shareholder or an investor. What is the return for every pound invested in the company? So higher the ROCE, the better, and it is going to attract the investors. But other ratios also tend to attract the investors, and you should know that. You should be able to comment how much of is a good ratio. Okay, you should say, and these also needs to be improved. Some investors may not study the ratios, but may make an investment decisions based on the economic circumstances, such as inflation, such as the budget they have, such as their income. Example, like their annual income they have. So for example, the external factors may affect the holiday industry, such as exchange rate, trade cycles, or pandemics. Okay, so then in such cases they will not look at these ratios. So in conclusion, you have to give a conclusion. The return on capital employed may not attract the shareholders. So it is not the only one of the ratio. The return on capital employed ratio alone may not attract shareholders. Okay, usually it needs to be at greater than 20%, and you can say that because in this case it is very less, the return on capital employed, and since ROCE is only below 5%, okay, it needs to be improved. But other ratios, okay, also attract okay, investors and needs to be improved. Okay, in case of this Morphou Bay, in case of Morphou Bay Holiday Apartment PLC, improved. You have to give any conclusion, but back it up with your judgment.